Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Darr. I live in Atlanta. I vlog my life. I'm going to Seattle tomorrow for my cousin's wedding. I'm so excited. It's gonna be so fun. Only been to Seattle once. I went for the first time in August and I'm already going back, which is crazy. I have a lot of stuff I need to do today before my flight tomorrow. Packing being the most obvious one, and then just like random errands. The first errand being a haircut, and my appointment starts like right now, so I need to go inside, but this is my hair. It's really, really long. I honestly like the length, but it just feels like it needs to be just trimmed, you know? It needs to be freshened up. I'm also gonna get these pieces in the front a little bit shorter. I normally do that. I think my last haircut was like 5 or 6 months ago, so we're due for a little trim. Haircut reveal. I mean, it doesn't look that different. She blew dried. It feels so nice. It feels light and smooth. I don't know why, but after haircuts, I just feel like my hair looks so much darker. I don't know if it's like a certain product or if it's just because like the ends of your hair are a little bit more bright. I feel like I always go from being like a dark brunette to like a dark brunette. Like, I don't know if it's just me. It just looks so much darker to me. Errand number 2 is I'm going into Target to buy dominoes. I want my family to learn the game 42. If you guys watched my Alaska vlog, we played a lot of 42 on that trip. You play it with dominoes. It's kind of like bridge. It has similar rules, but it's not quite as intense as bridge. My boyfriend's family plays it all the time. Like, they're obsessed with it. They play it at every single family gathering, and so we played it a lot on that Alaska cruise. I've been telling my siblings about it and my parents, and I just think it would be so fun to teach them and play with them because you play it in pairs, so it's a really good couples game. We don't have our own set of dominoes, which I think we should just have in general because it's a game that like is so fun and it's just like a thing in his family, so like we should just have our own set. I don't know if we're gonna have that much downtime to actually really play. Like, we had a lot of good time on the cruise to play it, so I don't know if we'll have that much time, but I just want to get them and bring them to Seattle and see if we can squeeze in some 42 while we're there. This is what I need, double 6 dominoes. They have dominoes that go up so high. Look at those, that's crazy. I didn't even know those existed until I was looking for these. These are the same ones that we played with in Alaska. They're honestly better than just like the plain black and white ones. It's nice to be able to like really tell the difference between the numbers. Like, the colors kind of help you with that. Dominoes secured. I also got some flossers because we ran out. This is just the Target brand, so hopefully it's good. I don't know, I just grabbed one. Last errand I have to run is dry cleaning. Have some stuff that I dropped off yesterday. They said it was gonna be ready in time, so I'm hoping that that's true. Fingers crossed. If not, I guess I could pick it up like early in the morning, but let's go see. Yes, Seattle. Sorry. We're staying at the Seattle Marriott Waterfront Hotel. I am feeling rather exhausted, okay? Did not sleep on the plane at all because I physically cannot sleep on planes. Like, no matter how much I want to, I really cannot do it. I ended up reading the entire time. I read The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren. The only other book I've read by Christina Lauren is Love in Other Words, which was like one of the first romance books I really liked. I don't know why I haven't read another book by them, but so far I'm like loving this book. Like, I don't know, there's just something about the way that they write. Also, the trope in this book is fake dating, which is like one of my favorite tropes in a romance book, I've come to find out. It also takes place at a wedding, which I didn't even choose it for this reason, but I'm at a wedding this weekend, so it's kind of like a good choice. You know, it was kind of making me excited for this weekend. There was one scene early on where they were on a flight going to the location where the wedding is, and the flight attendant was pouring them Prosecco, and I was like, that sounds so good. Like, I'm so excited to drink Prosecco this weekend. We have dinner reservations at 7 p.m. I think we're gonna go meet my parents because they got here last night. My siblings aren't here yet, so I think we're just gonna go to like a brewery or a bar, get a snack, and then from there we'll meet everyone at the restaurant, I think is what we're gonna do. I actually have an insane story to tell. This happened so early this morning that I kind of forgot about it, but we were in Terminal D in the Atlanta airport, okay? In line at Einstein's Bagel. It was the only place in all of D area that had coffee and breakfast, so the line was really long because everybody was wanting coffee and breakfast. We're in this line, we're waiting for a while, we're almost to the front. There's one couple in front of us. This woman who was a flight attendant, like she worked for Delta, she had the full Delta uniform on. She goes goes to the couple in front of us, a guy and a girl. She goes to the girl and she says, hey, my sister wants to ask you something. And she has her phone. She's on a phone call with her sister and is talking to the stranger, this couple in front of us, being like, hey, my sister wants to ask you something. This girl is obviously so confused. She's like, what? Like, and she's like, oh, my sister just wants to ask you something. And she's like, I don't know your sister. And then she was like, no, it's fine. Like, she just wants to ask you something. And the girl was like, I'm good. So then the woman walked away and she came to us. Okay. She comes to me and she goes, hey, my sister wants to ask you something. So obviously I'm also confused. I'm like, why is this random woman handing me her stuff? Like, what could her sister want to ask me? I'm so confused. Honestly, I thought it was going to be something like, hey, I don't know who you are, but have a good day. Like, I thought it was going to be like some like weird, inspirational, doing something nice for a stranger. I don't know. That was honestly where my head was. And the woman was like, my sister is so shy. She doesn't know how to ask you guys. She has to be at her gate in 10 minutes. Like, can she please cut you in line? And so I just said, sure. So then the flight attendant was like, oh my gosh, that's so nice. Like, you guys are a godsend. Thank you so much. Like, are you sure? Like, when do you have to be at your gate? Like, are you sure? Are you sure? And we were like, yeah, it's fine. So we let her cut in front of us. It was just all very weird. The flight attendant was not shy. Like, honestly, I think it takes more guts to go up to a random person and hand them your cell phone being like, hey, this person you don't know wants to ask you something. I'd be like, what is this? Is this a scam? Like, honestly, I feel like that takes more guts than just being like, hey, can I cut you in line? Like, I have somewhere to be. But also it was so silly because it's like, wait, you don't need to get coffee and breakfast. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like you were gonna miss a flight and like needed to get through TSA pre-check. I don't know, it was odd. And then the couple in front of us kept staring at us because they probably were like, what's going on? Because the girl didn't accept the cell phone. So then that couple was looking at us. And then the people in line behind us, obviously they were probably annoyed because they were like, why is this woman cutting? But then they also saw her do this like weird thing where she was like handing people herself. I was just all odd. The line was so long. It wasn't even about like cutting in front of us. It was like, I don't want all of these other people behind me to be pissed. Like, it was such a long line. The line was so long that like, that's why she was shy, because it was like, you know, that was an asshole thing to do. Like, the only place in the entire terminal that had coffee and breakfast, like, no wonder she didn't want to ask anyone to cut them. But it was just so weird to like give someone your cell phone. Honestly, everybody in line behind us really wanted to know what happened on that phone call. And the fact that I had the information and it was just as simple as like, my sister's too scared to ask. Everyone is thinking like, what happened? Like, is something wrong? I didn't even think about that. Upon farther reflection, she's actually like low-key a genius. Like, that was such a weird way to go about it that like no one really knew what was going on. It was so odd. No one knew what I heard on the cell phone that like they couldn't really get mad about her cutting because they didn't know. It was almost so weird. It was the only way to do it. Another thing that she did, like, she went up to the counter, she ordered, she paid, and then we ordered, and then we paid, and then after we were done, she was like, oh my God, did you guys already pay? I was gonna pay for you guys. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. You literally saw us order and pay. Like, it's okay, girl. No worries. You just wanted to cut in line. But it was so, how many times can I just say that this interaction was just like, it was really interesting. It was interesting. I'm going to show you guys this. My cousin, this is like one of her like welcome gifts in the hotel room. She gave us these 2 chocolate bars. They're so fun. I've never heard of this brand. I wonder if it's, oh yeah, it's Seattle chocolate. There you go. I was about to say, I wonder if this is local. These are so fun. I love the designs. Aw. Oh my God, I didn't even notice the Space Needle. Yeah, this is like so obviously Seattle based. I just saw that it was chocolate and I didn't look any further. We'll have to do a taste test at some point because we're probably going to go straight from the bar brewery, wherever we end up going. We're probably going to go straight from there to dinner. I'm just going to wear what I was going to wear to dinner. Black jeans, this little mock neck turtleneck thing. Pretty cold, and I'm sure it's gonna get colder, so I'm probably gonna wear my fun new pink jacket. I actually haven't worn this yet, and I'm so excited to wear it. I need to take off this tag. I brought flats. They're somewhere, I don't know where, but I'm probably just gonna wear these Reeboks because we're probably gonna be walking a little bit, I assume, and that will be my dinner fit. I brought my ibuprofen for this weekend just in case we have a hangover. Maybe I should tell you guys what the Paradise Problem is about. Maybe a few of you guys have read it. It's about a girl named Anna and a guy named Liam, and they basically got married for reasons that I don't need to get into, but they both got married because it benefited both of them, and they lived in this like subsidized marriage housing at UCLA's campus. They got married, they lived together because it benefited them both at the time, and then they just went their separate ways. Fast forward to present day, and Liam needs to go to his sister's wedding, and his family thinks that he's like married to this girl that they've never met before, and so he gets back in contact with Anna and is like, hey, I need a date to this wedding. My parents think I'm married. I can't show up without you. I've been dodging them for so long. Like, I've made up all these excuses on your behalf. Like, can you please come to this wedding with me? And so she ends up going to Indonesia with him for this wedding and like pretending to be his wife. Fake dating, but they've literally already been married. I don't know why I love a fake dating trip. There's something about it that I think is so funny. The guy, Liam, comes from a really wealthy family, so the wedding is like really over the top. Like, they're there for days at a time. There's a ton of parties. And the girl, Anna, doesn't come from as much money, and she has just like a ton of bills and is like really struggling. And so she's just kind of like in this world that she knows nothing about, and like everything is just so extreme, so over the top. And she's having to play this part of just being this rich girl wearing all of these designer clothes. Like, she goes shopping before they go to the wedding. Like, it's just really fun, like everything that's being described, because it's so elaborate. And all of his family members are kind of like, who is this girl? Like, where did she come from? Because she's kind of playing the part, but then she also just has this side of her that's like spunky and fun. And as you can assume, because it's a fake dating trope and it's a romance book, like they are actually starting to like each other. That's not really a spoiler because it's literally a romance book, and that's like always what happens with a fake dating trope. And so it's fun to see them figure out how to navigate that. I'll keep you guys updated on my thoughts. I don't know if I'll finish it while we're here or if I'll just finish it on the flight back, because I guess if I read 50% on the way here, then I can just read 50% on the way back. I'm craving Prosecco. I'm craving seafood. I'm so excited to eat seafood. I'm also going to bring the Domino's to the bar or brewery wherever we're going. Gonna be walking around with Domino's. I think I'm gonna get sour. Ooh, that's so cool. Yes, that was a pretty good pour. Good morning. We are venturing out to go get some coffee and breakfast and also some Aquaphor because my lips started getting chapped like literally on the plane. Maybe you can't tell, but they're very chapped. My jacket is getting very wet on this journey. When we were here last time, it was like perfect weather, sunny, and I feel like this time we're getting like true rainy, gray Seattle. Aquaphor secured. We're at Cafe Opla, which is across the street from our hotel, but this menu's crazy. This place is a Vietnamese place, but they also have breakfast. I think I'm just gonna get this normal breakfast sandwich, but this one looks so good. I don't know how to pronounce that. They have so many coffee options. Honestly, I was thinking I was gonna get a Vietnamese coffee, but this looks so good. This iced vanilla latte with matcha cream top. Okay, I got the Vietnamese coffee with the creme brulee. Ooh, look, they like torched the top. This is the Vietnamese egg coffee. I think I might like yours more because mine is like so sweet. Mine's good, but it's like almost too sweet. Here's my breakfast sandwich. I think they're gonna have food at the bridal luncheon, so I just need something to kind of hold me over. That coffee place is right across the street from our hotel, which is awesome. Like, we can just go there in the morning. I'm definitely gonna get a different coffee tomorrow because that coffee was good, but it was so sweet, which I like a sweet coffee, but that was like next level sweet. I'm gonna get ready for the bridal luncheon. So I'm gonna shower. This is what I'm wearing. This is from Print Fresh. I think I've only worn this one time. I wore it over Christmas last year at a family friend's engagement party. I didn't really recap last night. I mean, you guys saw footage, but we went to this place called Just the Tap that you buy these fobs and then you go over to like the tap where you pick your beer and you hang the fob on it and then the beer comes out. It was so cool. I've never been to a place like that. You pay by the ounce too, so you can just try a bunch of different beers and then decide which one you actually want a full glass of. We ended up not playing any 42. Like, at first we were going to, but then it just got kind of chaotic. Like, so many different family members, cousins, 15, 20 people. So it was just a little bit, it was fun, but it wasn't really like the time or place to teach people how to play 42. We ate dinner at this place called, I think it was called the Half Shell, and they accommodated like a giant table of all of us. Like, we kept calling and adding people to the reservation and they took all of us, which was really nice of them. And then last but not least, last night we went to Jupiter Bar, which is so funny because last time we were here, we were at a dispensary and we asked this woman, we were like, oh, where should we go? Like, if we're just looking for a fun bar to go to. And she actually suggested that place. So when we realized we were near it again, we were like, oh wait, we should go to that bar that girl recommended last time we were here. It was so cool. Like, Like literally love that bar. There was a bunch of different rooms. There was like karaoke in the front and then just kind of like a normal bar. You could also get food. And then in the back was an entire arcade pinball area. All of the pinball machines had cup holders next to them, so you could just like put your beer in there and play. The best part of the night though is that these random people came up to us. They were like, hey, do you guys want to join us and play this game? Like we need a total of 10 people to play. It was this game called Killer Queen, which I've never heard of, but it was so fun. And we just played with these random strangers. They were so fun and they were kind of like explaining how to play and stuff, and it was awesome. I'm not gonna bring my camera to the bridal luncheon and the welcome party. I'm just gonna like hang out with my family and stuff. This whole day is me just, you know, getting ready in this bathroom. The bridal luncheon shower was so fun. We made little bud vases, which was a really cute activity, and they're gonna be at the wedding tomorrow, so it was kind of fun to like help out with the wedding preparation. All of the food was great. We played a lot of like classic wedding games, you know, like who said I love you first, who's the first to say I'm sorry, like that kind of stuff, which was really fun to do, and then like hear the answers. I took off my makeup, so I need to put it back on today because we were just lounging around for the last few hours. Like Seattle is so sleepy. It's perfect nap weather. Didn't really go out and do anything between the bridal luncheon and tonight because, I don't know, it was just really dreary, and also I was really tired. Yeah, I finally got to see my cousin who's getting married, and then my other cousin who's the maid of honor, and then my aunt. My aunt's name is Sally, who I'm named after, but I actually have Sallys on both sides of my family. I have one on my mom's side and my dad's side, so she's one of the two Sallys that I'm named after. I meant to ask my Aunt Sally how big the wedding is tomorrow, like how many people. I love weddings. I think weddings are like the most fun. Like it's like the most fun weekend activity. Like it's just the best kind of party. I feel like they're so fun before you're married because you can see like what everyone does and like what ideas you could have for your own wedding. And then I also feel like they're really fun after you're married because you just get to think like, wow, I never have to plan this again. Like I think like after you're married, you have PTSD from wedding planning. Not everyone has that, but I feel like I hear of a lot of people who are like, it was so stressful. I mean, it has to be stressful, but I feel like attending a wedding after you're married is probably like a breath of fresh air, knowing that you don't ever have to do that again. Good morning. We got some coffee at Pike Street Coffee, and now we're going to get chowder at the same place that we got chowder last time we were here, in Pike Place Market, because it was so good last time. We got our chowder to go from Pike Place Chowder, and we walked up and she immediately said our names, which was crazy. Like we did not skip a beat. We just like walked on through, grabbed our bag, walked to the tap room, because we read online something you can do is pick up your chowder to go and then come to the tap room and order a beer. So that's what we're doing. It is like 11 a.m. and we're ordering a beer, but this is awesome. Like this whole place is empty and we just have a free table because sometimes it's so hard to get a table at Pike Place, as we found out last time. I got the same chowder that I got last time, which was like a crab and lobster chorizo bisque, I think. And then I got a bread bowl. Look how they put the bread bowl in the little plastic container. That's so fun. As soon as we sat down at this tap room, I did spill like half of my coffee out on the counter. The bartender gave me a rag to wipe it up, so that was a little bit embarrassing, but we persevere. Last night was so fun. We went to a bar called Flat Stick Pub, and it has like a lot of games. Like it has like putt-putt and something called duffel board, which I had never heard of before. And today is the day of the wedding, so there's buses picking us up, I think at like 2:30, 2:50-ish p.m. So we kind of have the whole morning to ourselves. Ooh, that's sick. Taste test. Very good. The sun decided to come out. I'm really hoping that it's sunny for her wedding. I mean, it says that it's cloudy and rainy all day, but I have hope. We got back from Seattle last night at like 1 a.m. and I think we brought the rain with us because it's so rainy. It's like noon right now. This is how dark it is in this house. Like I have every single light on, which I normally don't do. Like I just do natural light during the day, and it is so dark. The wedding was so fun. The entire weekend was so fun, honestly. Just like seeing all of the family members on my dad's side that we don't get to see like so often. It was nice just having everyone in one place. It was awesome. I hope you guys understand. I don't really like vlogging weddings. Like it's just, I don't know, it just feels odd. Every time I've gone to a wedding, I feel like I've always filmed like everything around it, but I'm not actually going to film the wedding itself. But just trust me, okay, my cousin, she looked stunning. Her dress was so pretty. Also my other cousin, the maid of honor, like she looked so stunning. Her speech, she did such a good job. All around a great weekend, and now we're home and I have a bit of cleaning to do. Normally before I leave for a trip, I feel like I do a pretty good job of like cleaning the house because it's nice to come home to just like fresh sheets, clean laundry, just like clean kitchen, just everything. And I just did not do that this time around. So I figure we can have a little rainy day, productive, cozy kind of cleaning session. Also, our friend Joseph is coming to stay with us for the next few days. So I need to get the guest room in order because he's getting here tonight. So I need to clean those sheets and kind of organize that room as well. I also finished The Paradise Problem on the plane and I had a good time. Like I definitely liked it more than I like most romance books. I know it was better than 3 stars because most romance books end up being 3 stars. So I can kind of gauge like, is it better than like the standard romance book for me or is it worse? And this one was definitely better than what I normally experience with a romance book. I think I just like Christina Lauren's writing style. You know, I think for me, it's really important to find, I mean, any genre this is important, but specifically for romance, I think it's really important that I find an author that I like the way they tell romance and like I'm okay with the level of cheesiness that they're doing because it can go south so quickly. So I think Christina Lauren is one of those authors that like can do it for me. Like I feel like it sits well with me. I love a fake dating trope, as you guys know. I also liked all of the wealth being described. You know, they're on this like private island. There's all these designer things. Like I think that that's so fun to hear all of the descriptions of everything. That's part of the reason why Magnolia Parks is fun, is just like hearing all of the descriptions of like all of these elaborate things. So I think that that was a really fun element too. That book is definitely more of a summer read. Like if you're going to a summer wedding, that is a great choice to read on the plane or in the car or whatever. I picked kind of a weird time of year to read that. It was just on my Kindle on airplane mode for so long. I put my Kindle on airplane mode and I'm trying to get through all of the books that I have on there before I take it off airplane mode. So that's why I picked it. But yeah, I liked it. Highly recommend. And now I need to get to cleaning. Unfortunately, our cleaning montage has to start now. Can't vacuum. The cord on my Dyson has been kind of weird for a while. Like it doesn't always, you kind of just have to fiddle with it until the light turns on and it's charging. So I've known for a while that this day was gonna come, but no matter how I put it in, fiddle with it, whatever, like I cannot get the vacuum to charge. The light will not come on. And this is the time that the people who don't like cordless vacuums would win, but I love a cordless vacuum. Like it makes me clean so much more, but I am hating right now that I can't use it. So I'm gonna have to suck it up and buy a new cord, okay? If you guys were wondering, like, why is she doing everything but vacuuming? This is the end of the vlog. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, that's literally so sweet of you. You should go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. I post everywhere else online, so you can always see what I'm up to on other platforms. I've never had a normal uploading schedule, and don't hold me to this, okay? I don't wanna say something that I don't mean, but I think I might try to post every Sunday. Okay, I might try to post every Sunday. I think it'll be good for me. I think it'll be good for you guys. Like I love when someone has a normal uploading schedule, so I should try to do that myself. And I think with that, this is goodbye.